33-20 victory that helped Louisville make its largest jump in the polls in program history.
All I can see is Jack Harlow and that sea of people celebrating there. All right, so number 14 Cardinals now sit at 6-0 in head coach Jeff Brohm's debut season. Rick BOZICH joining us now. Rick, this seems to be exactly what Cards fans had hoped for with Brohm returning home, and it's coming so quickly in season one.
Yeah, they're ahead of schedule. I don't think very many people were predicting 6-0 before the year, Gilbert. I mean, they were picked to finish 8th in the ACC, but you stood out there and watched the moment when people charged the field, and even the pregame, the entire stadium was full. They've had some great moments the last few years, beating some good teams, but there was a third of the building was empty. You could tell it was a moment of unity for the fan base, a moment of optimism, a moment of hope, and of togetherness. And now they have to carry it forward this week.
Yeah, speaking of carry it forward this week, Coach Brohm kind of talked in his post-game press conference about, all right, this is a great win, but we've got to focus on the challenges that lie ahead for the rest of the season. Let's listen into the coach now.
You know, we've got to get back to reality and get back to work and understand that if we don't put the work in, we're not going to win. That's just how it works. So if we don't understand that, it'll bite us in the rear end. I've been there before. You know, we had 3 top 5 wins at Purdue in 6 years, and every time we won, the next week we lost. So I understand how this game works. Hopefully our players do. We just got to concentrate on one game at a time, and Pittsburgh is a great challenge ahead of us.
Okay, so the Cards, they are already bowl eligible now. How often does that happen so early for the Cards or any team, really?
I mean, it happens pretty regularly for Alabama and Penn State and teams like that. But for Louisville, it's the first time since 2013, the Teddy Bridgewater season when Charlie Strong was here. So not very often. But, you know, at this point, once you win, like Jeff Brohm said, expectations go from here to here. If they can win Saturday against Pittsburgh, then they have 3 road wins in the ACC and only 1 more road game. They have a chance to play for the ACC championship.
Yes, sir. Let's talk about expectations for the rest of the season. You know, coming into the season, a lot of people had their eye on this Notre Dame game.
Right.
What games are you looking at down the rest of the schedule?
I think this Saturday, even though Pitt's lost 4 in a row, Pitt is a desperate team. A lot of pride in that program. They've lost 4 in a row. They're changing quarterbacks. I think they'll feel like their whole season is on the line this weekend. And Louisville, it's human nature. Everybody around town is telling them, that was a great win. I really enjoyed that. How'd you celebrate? And as much as Jeff Brohm can preach a 1-game season, getting your guys to refocus and realize that you're going on the road to beat a team that's really desperate. He said, and they beat Ohio State when he was at Purdue. They beat Ohio State and Urban Meyer by like 28 points and came back the next week and lost to a much lesser team. So it's a challenge.
Don't get caught in the euphoria.
It makes you nervous a little
message from Rick BOZICH and the coach.
Trap game, that's the word.
All right. Thanks so much, Rick. We appreciate it.